Oh, fucking hell.
At the moment, I haven't fucking done anything for 7 months.
Mate, I've never run more than fucking 5Ks.
I mean, I thought it was a joke. I mean, to this point in the last 14 years, I don't think Tom has run more than like 2 kilometres.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. Like when he said 42, is it 42
It's
kilometres?
like 42,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Like, put it this way, there's a fucking lot of work to do. Like a fuck.
Do you reckon there's that much? Like, obviously there is a lot.
I haven't run for 7 months. 7 months.
I would be shocked if Eddie pulled it in. Like, that is one of our like biggest arguments. I'm always like, why do you have to go to the extreme each time you like meet up with the boys, or like, you know, like he could never go to a drinks, I reckon, and just be like, hey boys, I'm gonna drive and have a few drinks. I would actually fall off my fucking chair if he did that.
I know there's going to be work. I'm not saying there isn't going to be work. But how much?
To me, I would have thought that you would have had to have prepared for at least a year for something to go from like, you know, running 2 kilometres to 42.
I reckon it's going to be hurting. I reckon there's hurt in the head.
Tom was so like convincing, and he's like, of course we're going to have all these things worked out.
Oh.
We're going to have like physios, we're going to have like meal plans, we're going to be trained. Like, I'm not just going to run a marathon.
I haven't looked into it.
I'm not going to.
You're not
I'm
gonna
not going to hold my breath.
Like, we gotta base up.
The problem with me is that you forced me into this fucking thing, and I have zero visibility on what it takes.
Well, I actually during COVID used to run with Eddie a bit, and he is actually a bit of a freak runner, I'll have to say. I'll have to give it to him. He's considering how much he goes out, and
I know, he can back it up.
He can back it up. He doesn't even particularly like eat really well, and like he's not like that way inclined at all, but that boy can run. He can fucking run.
I reckon I'll be sweet. I don't know if I'll be sweet, but I reckon I'll do it.
Tom will give it his best shot.
I was like, when Eddie told me, I was generally worried for Burmo.
I'm always the sort of person who ignores writing when it's on the wall. And I know that there are probably some very real physical hurdles that I'll need to overcome to achieve my dream. But if I ignore them for long enough, I'll be able to exist for a period of time of like, you know, I'll be comfortable mentally. Then the reality will set in and I will get upset. Do you actually think you'll finish? Or do you think I'll finish?
Do you think Tom will finish?
Oh, fuck. I mean,
I don't think you'll finish.
I hope so.
Really? Are you just being a fucking troll or what?
In news that'll shock no one, a punter, probably a dribbler, has got a poll together outlining, like getting votes for what reason Tom won't finish the fucking marathon.
Chafe, $1.90.
Chafe?
He fucking chafes and then like had a
Maybe
run
he's
of like
his
2
bum
to
hole
5Ks. Like, are we going to be having a backpack of fucking Vaseline?
That's short.
Chafe is
short.
No, chafe is
bro.
short.
But you chafe.
I chafe. Shin splints. Broken foot pummeling the cleaner. Blame the kids, $15. Now that's value. Psoriasis.
Any knee-based rhetoric?
Lower back soreness, $51. Hand, foot, mouth, $51. Evie's a daycare, who the fuck knows, that could be worth. I haven't seen a mention of knees.
Dude, where's knee? Knees have got off fucking scot-free.
I think the biggest thing holding Tom back, which is quite an obvious answer, I think, based off what I'm saying, is just his
knees.
Like his knees. And
Full
just being,
stop.
Full stop.
Period.
Like, you know, I was there when he broke it and all the shit that happened afterwards.
And trying to keep up with Eddie, like I kind of feel bad. Like he shouldn't be doing that to his body.
Well, I agree, but for some reason he's, you know, either he's delusional or...
Dude, I'm looking at the scar on your knee right now and I'm like, bruh, that thing's pretty fucking gnarly.
Like, I get it, punters and dribblers, but like, you know, it'd be nice to have a bit of fucking support.
Chafe $1.90 is outrageous.
It'd be nice to have some support.
Well, you've got none. No one believes in you, mate. No one.
I'm getting that vibe.
You gonna prove them wrong?
Fucking oath I am, mate.
You gonna prove them wrong, bro?
We're going for a run today and that'll be a real indicator.
There is no way in the world that I'm letting this fucking tub of lard down. Oh, fuck it hell.
That was real. Tommy went out really hard. I had your first K. Fucking rattled me. 1K Tommy. I was like, there's no fucking way in the world I'm letting this piece of shit best me over the 4Ks we'd set out to achieve. You actually bested me even in the first K. I tried to beat your first K, and then just after you took over, it was like 1 kilometre. I was like, fuck. And as soon as you're in front of me, like, I'm mentally weak, right? I can admit that. I'm a fucking weak corn chip, you know what I mean? Yeah. Brittle. Yeah. As soon as you overtook me, I was fucking like, all right, this is done. And I reckon you put like a 100-metre gap on me within maybe a minute. I thought you were coming up behind me. I was like, this boy's got ticker. I saw it. It was the grey shirt guy. Yeah. Nah. But I will say this, punters and dribblers, I'll be honest. The last kilometre, all I could think about was getting to the finish line, and then I thought to myself, I got to do this more than 10 more times. Yeah. 9 more times. Yeah. But mate, that's my best run this year, and I was horse shit. That was my best run since November. It was your first run. That's what upset me more. As I was in the hurt locker around there, I'm going, this cunt's flogging me, and he hasn't run since November. And I've run like at least 5 times this year, and I've been on an assault bike. Like, your worst is still better than assault bike perma. Yeah, but I will say this, just as we sign off. Yeah, there's work to do. Plenty of work to do. There's work to do. How was that first? A lot of work to do. But first one out of the road, so, you know.